Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome back to Sonic Generations. In the last episode, we took on the Egg Dragoon from Sonic Unleashed, which is the second to last boss in this game. And in this episode, we are going to be finishing things up because we unlocked this area over here with all these gears. And like we saw in the last episode, we have to have all the Chaos Emeralds to unlock what is going on here. And now, you'll see that all these things are broken and messed up, but if we stand near the center of all of them, we can insert Chaos Emeralds, which will allow them to fix themselves. And that's what we're going to be doing this time and seeing where these might take us. There's springs everywhere, just sort of randomly, and we have to navigate these things by standing on these platforms, because after they get fixed, as you guys can see, the gears are going to start cranking, and these things are going to start moving. So we can continue on upward. Can we reach this platform? Yes, we can. And this is the final challenge that we have, and you can tell that this is quite an ominous part of the game, because the music is non-existent in this area. You can't hear anything, and it's supposed to be ominous, and it's supposed to be foreboding and build the suspense, because the last boss of Sonic Generations takes place right after we finish doing this. So, we're at the very end of this game, and man, has it been a fun ride, but it's not over quite yet, so we're not going to talk about that at the very moment. For now, let's just go ahead and, well, I guess we have to wait on this platform now. But let's go ahead and place the last few Chaos Emeralds in these gears and see what this giant vortex of doom over here is. Oh my gosh, that thing looks terrifying. But that's precisely where we're going to be going, because we are a blue hedgehog. We don't have to listen to your rules, man. We do what we want because our spines are freaking shiny. Either way, wait for this thing to take us up to the top and we can insert the last Chaos Emerald. What happens now? There it is, with all the Chaos Emeralds gathered, and with this strange machinery all working together, we've unlocked like a demonic portal into hell or something. And man, that is terrifying, but you know what? We are Sonic the Hedgehog, so we're gonna go straight into it, because why not? And here we go, the final boss of Sonic Generations.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, Gentleman Genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation, which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could erase time and space. I then had the brilliant idea to use my discovery to undo my previous defeats. In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self, and I was happy to help. I captured your friends, flinging them through time to bait my traps.
But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world.
The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic! Wow, will I really get that crazy? We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics. Forever. You mean after we destroy them? Less arguing, more destroying.
Destroy me? You and what mustache? I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Keep moving!
all you want, I'm still going to stomp you into a blue jelly. That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
Do it, Sonic!
Come on, Sonic! Smack him!
Not you!
You've got this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
Who are they? They are insignificant.
You've got the power, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're with you guys! I believe in you, Sonic!
Don't give in, Sonic.
I know you can do this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic! You always do!
Time to scramble some Eggman, Super Sonic style!
And here it is, the final battle of Sonic Generations is against the Time Eater that we've been conditioned the entire game over to fear and that we've only really seen glimpses of, but whoa, big surprise, Eggman was controlling it the entire time. Who'da thunk it? Either way, we are fighting both Dr. Robotnik and Dr. Eggman simultaneously, and I know they're the same person, but you know, Dr. Robotnik just has that classic kind of feel to it. Either way, this is the battle against the Time Eater, and we're playing as both classic and modern Sonic in their super form at the exact same time, which I've always thought is super, super cool. Oh my god, I love it so much. And the premise of this battle is that we're going to have to chase this guy in both 3D and 2-dimensional segments. Like you just saw, he went outside of this wormhole, and he's going to... get out of the way of that, Sonic. He's going to travel between 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional space, and we're going to have to follow him so that we can smack him right in the gigantic purple ball in his core. To do so, we're going to have to boost a lot. And for those of you who know anything about Supersonic battles, we're not going to have to worry about taking damage from all these attacks, from all these homing shots that our friends are so keen to remind us are there. But we are going to have to worry about losing rings. And losing rings, not that big of a problem, especially in this battle, because your rings drain like extremely, extremely slowly. However, it can be a little bit annoying getting all the necessary hits off on this guy because you have to boost over and over. And I find actually that boosting repeatedly sort of works better than holding down the boost button. It might just be my imagination, but I don't know. Either way, you have to boost and hit this guy in the core 3 times and then do one final hit at the very end. But we're not going to worry about that quite yet because we're not quite there. And oh man, look out for the homing shot. One thing I don't really like about this battle, and I'm not a huge fan of this battle in general, by the way, but one thing I really don't like about it, even though it's sort of common to these new age Sonic games, the whole teamship and friend work element, man, I got smacked by it anyway. But I really don't like how your friends are here the entire time going, oh my god, that's a homing shot, you better get out of the way of the homing shot, go home because it's a homing shot. The entire time, and it's really, really, really annoying. Normally, I'm not that upset when your friends are like talking to you throughout Final Sonic battles. I think it sort of adds to the mood sometimes, but this time it just feels really, really, I don't know, overdone and excessive, and I really do not like the dialogue in this battle too much. I know, I should be used to it at this point, but let's go ahead and pick ourselves up some rings here because we were running a little bit low there for a second. But rings in this battle, once again, because they don't drain too slowly, not that big of a deal. Plus, it seems like there are quite a few rings just, like, everywhere, so it's not that big of a deal, even though I've missed, like, every single ring so far. But we're gonna pretend that's not happening, and we're just gonna continue on with our lives and try to smack this guy one more time. And you don't want to get hit by his attacks because, of course, that's gonna send you back and make it a little bit harder, drain a few more of your rings. And let's get out of the way of this homing shot before our friends have to remind us one more time what we're dealing with. And can we get him? Come on! Get up there, Sonic! No! We were right there. We could have got that last hit in, but unfortunately, he smacked us in the face before we were able to. Wow! How'd he send me back there? I didn't even see those homing shots coming. If only my friends had reminded me of them. But there we go. Hit him with another boost to the core, and there we go. Boost to win, once again, is the function here, even with Classic Sonic. And man, we've hit him twice now, and he's going to start pulling out some different weapons now. Wow, did I seriously? Okay, I thought I missed all of those rings, and I was about to be upset. But he's going to pull out slightly different weapons now. If I'm correct, he's probably going to use a time thingy. What am I trying to say here? He's probably going to slow down time for us, which can be a little bit annoying. It seems like it drags on the fight a little bit. But man, I kind of like the setting here. Even though I don't really like the mechanics of the fight and I don't really like the dialogue that's going on, it does definitely feel really, really, I don't know, epic kind of, because we're in the middle of like time space and everything in the universe is getting ripped apart around us, and it's pretty cool. I don't know what that star is doing there in the background floating around Eggman. Maybe we'll find out in a little bit, but I just got smacked by that, didn't I? Never actually got hit by that attack before, but on commentary, of course that's going to happen anyway. There were a bunch of rings down there that we missed, and I keep forgetting to boost. I'm just not used to it, but either way, yeah, it's a pretty cool feeling, and it's pretty cool that we're fighting against this Time Eater / Eggman construction enemy, but we're going to be able to take it out nonetheless, and we're going to be able to repair our worlds. And it's kind of weird how they didn't have, like, I almost wish they had, like, the classic Amy, you know, in the green dress. I believe it was a green dress when Amy originally came out, and it'd be cool if they had her as well in this game, talking to us throughout the fight or something. Either way, can we get it? The final hit on the... No, dang it! I thought we were going to get in there, but unfortunately, he smacked our booties around before we were able to. Can we get him, though? We're coming up really, really close here, and it looks like half his body is gone or just floating around or something, but there we go! Smack the Time Eater right in the core, and this thing is done for. Or is it? Not quite. It looks like he's still angry and still raring to go. So, what is the Time Eater? What is Dr. Eggman going to do now? Oh, he's using that gigantic fiery star that's been floating around in the entire battle. But Eggman, we're the real stars of this show. So, Time Eater, your time has come. And with that, the Time Eater and both Dr. Eggmans have been defeated.
Still warm. Time travel. I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great! He collects how many? Wow, where does somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
It was great teaming up with you. Hope you learned a few tricks that'll help you out in the future. I mean, the past. You know what I mean. Dude, sweet! And you're only gonna get better!
There's our ride!
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
And that, my friends, is the end of Sonic Generations. Oh my god, what a great game. I love this game so much through and through. While the Time Eater boss fight at the end was a little bit disappointing and not especially well designed compared to other modern Sonic boss fights, Oh my god, I love Sonic Generations so much! I said earlier in the Let's Play that it's kind of a given that you're gonna love Sonic Generations if you're a fan of the Sonic franchise, because it's the master collection of Sonic games. You've got the best levels, as voted on by the fans, from every single game that was included. And so it's kind of a given that you're going to love it, but the way that this game was designed, the mechanics, the gameplay, the controls, everything felt so tight and so well polished. The graphics and the music added to the environment so much, and it's just super fun through and through. The classic Sonic segments have great platforming bits in them. Plus, with the spin dash especially, they're super fast and they're super fun to control, super tight controls. And in the modern Sonic segments, you cannot deny that every single level is going to be super exhilarating if you know how to play the game well, because of that boost function, because of that constant sense of speed, and combined with the nostalgia that you're going to get from playing through your favorite levels from old Sonic games, oh my god, it's just so fun. It's such a great experience. And if you're a Sonic fan and you haven't played this game, I don't know what you're doing, because this thing came out like 4 years ago now. It's still hard to believe because it feels like a completely modern game with how well polished and how well made it was. But if you haven't played this game yet, whether or not you're a Sonic fan, actually, you need to. It's a super fun game. One of my top 5 favorite Sonic games. Probably my second or third favorite, actually. I just love it so much. And you can hear all the great musical remixes here in the credits. You can see the history of Sonic. And it's a really nice touch that they have that video there playing through all the Sonic games that we played through, whether we knew them or not during the game. Either way, I also loved all the cutscenes and most of the dialogue. A little bit of the voice acting is kind of iffy, and I say that mostly because Shadow the Hedgehog had a line there at the end in one of the last Team Ship and Friend Work kind of cutscenes, and maybe I'm just bitter because I don't like Shadow's voice, even though he has only got like one line in the entire game. But other than that, all the dialogue and all the cutscenes were super cute. Like, I loved the dialogue between the Eggmans of the generations towards the end of the game. It shows how crazy the Dr. Eggman has gotten over the years after being defeated time and time again by Sonic, and it's super cute seeing the bubbly, happy, kind of funny, comical animations on the old Dr. Eggman. Oh my god, it's just so charming. It's so exhilarating to play. It's so charming when you're seeing all the cutscenes. It's so funny with all the dialogue. It's just super fun. It's a really, really well-polished game, and I would like to thank you all so much for watching through this entire thing with me, and I hope you enjoyed this project a fraction of what I did, because if you did, then I know you'll have loved it, because this game was super fun to play through, and basically all I'm saying is I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Now, I believe I'm going to have more Sonic Generations content on the channel in the future, because throughout the course of this Let's Play, I've been reading your guys' comments, and you guys have been telling me that some of you would like to see some Sonic Generations mods. I'm playing on the PS3 version right now, but if you have the PC version of Sonic Generations, not only is it probably going to run a little bit smoother in the frame rate category, not that this game wasn't beautiful enough on the PS3, but you can also install mods to, like, change Sonic's character model and do stuff along those lines. And yeah, I am fully willing to show things like that off, because I have the PC version of this game, as I believe I mentioned earlier. When this game came out, I had to beat it like 4 times in a row within like 1 week or something like that, because it was just that fun. Either way, I think I'm going to be doing some mod content on Sonic Generations in the future, so you guys can watch out for that. Stick around if you want to see some of that, and of course there's going to be more Sonic content as well. I'm not sure what Sonic game I want to play next. Maybe it'll be one of the ones that I haven't quite experienced to the level that I should. Maybe it'll be another one that I'm a little bit more familiar with, but either way, I love this game. I loved playing through it, and I loved every second of this project, basically. And there's Sonic Heroes! Hey, that's my game. One of my favorite Sonic games, actually. Super underrated. Like I said, I did a Let's Play of it before, and that Seaside Hill music. It's so beautiful. It's so happy. And man, is it bad of me to sit here gushing throughout the entire credits? Is there a better place to sit here gushing? I really don't know. But that's one of the things that Sonic Generations excelled in. Of course, it was given a great soundtrack to start off with. Like, even the Sonic 06 music, even the soundtrack of Sonic 06 was phenomenal. But every single song it was given to start out with was phenomenal. And on top of that, they made great remixes. Pretty much every remix in this game that was used, whether it's in the credits or in the levels or what, super fun. But as you guys have been seeing, I might as well mention it real quick. Those bells above the challenge gates that we unlock, you can unlock extra musical tracks, and you can actually change the music of the stage that you play in this game, and that's such a cool feature, I think. So like if you wanted to fight against Shadow, or if you wanted to play City Escape with Live and Learn playing instead of the default music there, you could do that, and it adds so much more to the experience because that might be a bigger nostalgia trigger for you. Either way, that is it for Sonic Generations. I know I'm probably beating a dead horse at this point, but I loved this game, and I loved playing it for you guys, and thank you so much for your feedback and support through and through. This has been one of the most successful projects on my channel for a while, and I can't believe it. You guys are so awesome. All the comments, all the support that you guys have been leaving, I can't believe it. I'm so grateful to be able to provide this kind of content for you guys, and it's super fun. I had so much fun playing this, and it was so much more fun because you guys were there the entire time. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it so much. So thank you all very much for watching, and thank you all very much for sticking with me throughout this project. But that has been Sonic Generations. We can watch this Sonic Unleashed playthrough, and we can see the Sonic Colors playthrough in just a moment. But the charm of the game is not over right after the credits. Stick around. If you made it this far, you're awesome. High five, man. But stick around for just a moment to see one extra cutscene at the very end of this. Either way, like I said, Sonic Generations is over. Sonic Generations mod content will be coming in the future. I don't know how soon, and you guys can recommend mods for me down below and on those videos as well. You'll be able to recommend mods for me and stuff, and I'll maybe check those out. But that's the end of this project. Thank you all very much once again for watching. I cannot express how grateful I am for all your guys' support, and I will see you guys next time in another Let's Play, in a mod video, or maybe in the McDonald's down the street. Who knows? Either way, thanks once again for watching. See you guys then.
Are you sure you saw a door over here? What? You were the one who said you saw a door over here! Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking. What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here! Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that! Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic? Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.